and then still got a team that's going to be reckoned with. Their physicality, the way they change defenses. They put you in positions that you don't normally get put in. They take you out of things. Certainly for us, they did. Took us out of areas that we really need to get to in order to be successful offensively. And we didn't react very well, obviously, in the first half. Some of the things that happened. We talked about handling adversity coming in, so I'm a little disappointed in that. But let's give Cincinnati the credit they deserve. They certainly put us in the positions that they put us in.
What were they able to do to make things so difficult for Drew?
You know, the matchup's hard. I mean, I'm not, you know, it's hard to attack. You know, you really, you know, one of the ways to attack it is to try to get in the middle of the floor and get some slips to the rim and go high-low. But, you know, our biggest guy's about 240. We need about 260, 270 for that. And our guards were late on making those passes. So, you know, obviously, you know, I got to do a better job of helping them with that.
John, what do you want your guys to take from a game like this?
That's a great question. I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure that out on film. I'll know better when I see it. You know, I thought we'd come in here and compete. I thought we could give them a game. Disappointed that we didn't. And I think we've got to learn that, you know, obviously, first real adversity we hit this season outside of the, you know, Tate didn't play in the Central Florida game in the second half of that game when it was close. So there'll be some learning things. Doc, I just don't know what they are yet, and I'll wait until I see it on film.
You see the edge in the first half on offensive rebounds. You guys kind of got that back in the second half. Did you talk about that at halftime or switch something up?
Oh, we had a pretty good conversation at halftime about how hard we needed to play and about how we weren't playing hard enough. And if that number showed up on the backboard, then that was one of the things that we certainly had talked about, how much harder we needed to play.
Is there any reason not playing Bryant or Adrian tonight?
Adrian was sick.
Anything for Bryant?
No.
And then was there any reason for pulling Drew out? I know he's one rebound away from tying the record for rebounds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have no idea how many rebounds somebody are away from tying a record when we're in the middle of the game. So there's a minute 30 left, and they have a lead that we can't get past, and I pulled our best player out, the best player in the league, so probably he wouldn't get hurt. That'd probably be a good idea.
He looked pretty frustrated at the end of the first
I'm sorry?
half. He looked pretty frustrated at the end of the first half. He missed a couple easy ones, but in the second half, he finally got
Yeah,
something
just
out.
didn't get into those spots like we normally do. And, you know, again, give Cincinnati the credit. They got length, athleticism, their toughness. Makes it difficult sometimes.
How did you think Chris Vogt played tonight against their big guys?
I thought he played well. I thought that that wasn't me. I thought that, you know, it's disappointing he only had 2 rebounds in 22 minutes, but I thought he was active outside of the rebounding, which, you know, doesn't just fall on his shoulders, certainly. Some other guys got to get in there and rebound.
Foul disparity, is that a product of the gameplay on either side? And you seemed frustrated, obviously, when you got the technical.
Well, I was frustrated because I asked a question and I got a technical. And I've been in the profession for 20 years. And listen, I was at the high major level, so I get these games, okay? Albeit this wasn't a guarantee game. I asked a question and I got a technical foul. So I thought it was a bit of arrogance on the other side of the court, the way I was treated this evening, some things that were said. But outside of that, give Cincinnati the credit. They're the ones who made us miss.
Arrogance by the officials or other sideline?
Yeah, no, God, no. What was said to me a few times by the officials, I never, in 20 years, ever felt. So there's no arrogance on the sideline. Mick's got a heck of a team, and he's got a team that's going to continue to produce. And again, their size and athleticism were affected us.
Were they maybe better than you thought, UC?
I never, you know, I don't know what I thought, Chad. I think it's a situation where you never know the length and athleticism on film until you get in person. And I've never been to mixed practices over the years of being back home, and that length and athleticism showed up in the physicality and the culture. He deserves a lot of credit for building that. He's really built that to a high level.
Tyler said he's never shot more confidently. Can you tell that when he's trying to hit those deep threes?
He said tonight. He said he's never shot more confidently.
Leading into this game.
Yeah, no, he's been playing well. You know, obviously the game was over at the point that we were making those threes at the end. But I thought Tyler was, you know, has been a guy who's consistently been good for us and has played extremely hard. I didn't think he had one of his better nights tonight, obviously, until the end. But I thought, you know, Tyler's not a guy you have to worry about his effort.
Any other questions?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.